iSnoopDogg.com online radio. To be a true blues man, you need to learn two keys in the keys of music. One key is the key of A, and the other one is in B flat. You need to learn the blues in B flat. A couple songs below are a couple blues by a couple bluesmans played in B flat. One being Mike Bloomfield. Any chance I get, I tell a great story of Mike Bloomfield. At 22 years old, Mike Bloomfield hit a dead end. He came to a point where he felt like he wasn't being challenged musically. The people around him weren't challenging Mike Bloomfield musically, and he was becoming frustrated. He was looking for something more. He wanted more out of music. One night, while on tour in New York, his manager suggested he go down to the Cafe Wha and check out this guitar player playing. They say he's pretty good. Mike Bloomfield went down to the Cafe Wha. When he walked in, there was a band called Jimmy James and the Blue Flames playing. Mike Bloomfield describes this hour of watching this guitar player of the Jimmy James and the Blue Flames playing. He describes this hour of watching them as an hour that changed and altered his life. It changed him musically. It showed him things and brought him places he never thought he could be brought to musically. He was amazed by the guitar player he was watching. He was astonished. It revived him musically. This guitar player by the name of Jimi Hendrix, at 24 years old, playing for a band called Jimmy James and the Blue Flames, while Linda Keith sat in the Cafe Wha watching her guitar player that she had just pulled from a no-name club out of New York and wanted him to be seen. Jimi Hendrix would die 3 years later at the age of 27. Mike Bloomfield, a little bit longer, would die 15 years later at the age of 37. Hendrix would die while choking on his vomit in his sleep. Mike Bloomfield would pass out in his garage, a little too doped up. Some say it was suicide. Some say the poor guy just passed out, had a little too much fun. 1966, Mike Bloomfield walks into the Cafe Wha in New York, where Linda Keith is showing off her brand new guitar player that she just found. And up on stage is a 24-year-old Jimi Hendrix. Now at the time, Jimi Hendrix was a nobody, a Jimmy James and the Blue Flames. And Mike Bloomfield was a well-known, well-respected guitar player for Paul Butterfield and the Blues Band. And he was just amazed by Jimi Hendrix. He thought he was out of this world. And like many guitar players do, and as the rock gods always do, when a guitar player needs to be put in his place, he sends him Jimi Hendrix. iSnoopDogg.com online radio. Red House by Jimi Hendrix is in the key of B flat. And one of the greatest blues jams you will ever hear. Mike Bloomfield. Blues in B flat. iSnoopDogg.com online radio.